Hey guys, Uzi here. I was surfing around the internet for a while, and then on Formspring I got a question that I actually never. I don't think I've ever answered this question to anyone, at least not that I remember. But you will notice that the logo of my channel is a heart, and quite possibly a lot of people may have try and speculate what it means. Why is it that I have a heart for a logo? Well, it's actually quite interesting, I guess. I happen to be a fan of the character Gaara from Naruto. He kind of reminds me of my childhood. It's not that I had a tragic childhood like he did, but I share a lot of his feelings, of insulation from everybody else since I was quite different when I was little. I was kind of like the kid who kind of sits there and looks at everybody else, and I kind of try and bond, but I didn't have that much luck when I was little to have friends. So I basically spent all of my my young days in school alone, all the way to uh well, technically I had a friend on the 4th grade, but we didn't spend that much time together. So I'd say that the real first friends that I had were in high school that happen to still be my friends today. um the thing is that since I was so related to this character, I was very interested in him. I also uh, shared his feelings about love, but love was like something that I was searching for my whole life. And then all of a sudden, one day, I just learned to love myself more than anybody else. Some people may say that you have to love others, but I think that that's wrong. I think that you really have to love yourself more. Because in the end, when you're alone, all that you have is yourself. So, one day I was with a friend, and she convinced me because to go with her since she wanted to get a tattoo. So, I I went there and I was like, waiting for her to get her tattoo and whatever. And all of a sudden, when I was looking at a book that said all of the display tattoos that you could choose, all of a sudden I saw the symbol of love in Japanese uh, that Gaara has on his forehead, and I said to myself, "Wow, this is really cool." So I did kind of like a crazy thing, and I got that tattoo in 2007. And here's a picture. And that's actually when I got it. That's why it's kind of. I think there's like a little blood there. um, so basically, that was kind of like my promise that I would love myself more, and then I would love others. So it. I think the heart in my channel kind of symbolizes that. Um, that what I do is what I love, since what I do is what I like, and since I love myself, then I do it like that. I do it with all my heart. So basically, that's the answer for that question. It was asked anonymous by a person who didn't put his name down. So if you're watching this video, I guess thanks for reminding me of answering this question to people. For those who are wondering. But I guess I also happen to be kind of like a fan of the Japanese culture, so I may seem kind of weird sometimes. And I also dig Japanese women. Rawr.